Good afternoon. My name is Ja'Cory D. Cheney. I'm a cybersecurity student at Grand Canyon University, CYB 535, Policy Management for Security Solutions. Today I'm going to be speaking to you about strategic planning and policies. The organization that I've created is called the Polar Emergency and Police Communications Center, and the mission statement is to create a functional and healthy environment before, during, and after commotion. PEPCC must prepare for tragedy and effectively train our members so they have the tools needed to combat interruption. Processes and roles: you have a Chief Information Security Officer, Administrator, Information Technology Department, Incident Response, Internal Affairs Department, Communications Department. The Chief Information Security Officer works with cybersecurity teams and information technology managers to effectively monitor and maintain company and consumer security. The, the administrator at PEPCC will manage employees and ensure they are securing the network communication system. The IT department is made of employees who are specialized in appropriately monitoring and protecting and repairing the network system. Processes and roles continue. The incident response department is responsible for responding to disruption in the organization's normal business operations, as well as analyzing, identifying, and documenting events to prevent the reoccurrence of an incident. The Internal Affairs Department is responsible for investigating employees' misconduct and appropriately distributing disciplinary actions. The Communications Department is very important. This department is responsible for maintaining that Police Emergency, Polar Police Emergency Communication Center has effective communication channels to combat danger and are able to protect the city. Security functions: you have business continuity plans, compliance, and information security. It is important for PEPCC to have an effective business continuity plan that ensures the response, analysis, and prevention of business disruption. As an organization, we have a duty to protect confidential information. We operate with a large amount of data and must ensure that the information remains confidential to establish trust within the community. We must also hold ourselves accountable as well as at a higher standard due to our position. The Information Security Department is responsible for ensuring that the information of the consumers and the organization are safe from cyber threat actors. Risk assessment matrix template is a matrix template, and it shows the probability, the magnitude, the warning, duration, and risk priority that each hazard will have within the organization. So, for example, flooding is highly likely, the magnitude is critical, the warning will be 12 to 24 hours, the duration will be 6 to 12 hours, and the risk priority is high where we are, where we're located. PEPCC has a detailed risk assessment that outlines and evaluates the risk to the organization through a quantitative and qualitative method. Um, this is also additional things that the organization may face, as well as the different categories and the likelihood that it may occur. Compliance standards and governing rules. Consumer Privacy Protection Act of 2017 is designed to safeguard consumers' confidential and private data in a manner that prevents identity theft. This act also ensures there is a report of a security breach and assists law enforcement agencies with criminal investigations. The Texas Identity Theft Enforcement and Protection Act refers to the responsibility of organizations to advise Texas residents of a data breach within 60 days of knowledge that the breach occurred. Additional compliance standards and governing rules. PEPCC has several standard operating procedures that employees must follow to avoid disciplinary actions. SOP 200-2 states that employees should not disclose the confidential information of any person to anyone outside the organization. SOP 200-3 states that all employees should only obtain the personal information of individuals when it directly pertains to the scope of duty. All employees should remain in training compliance in order to provide access to individual personal information. Security policy and risk due to security failure. Employees should utilize strong passwords that must be changed every 3 months for system security. There should be 24-hour security protection, protecting the infrastructure from physical theft of confidential information. Employees should not use outside hardware to connect to the network unless approved. Additionally, employees should be trained on how to identify and not respond to social engineering attacks. If policies like these are not followed, vulnerabilities can be created and exploited by cyber threat actors. The organization can be left susceptible to different cyber attacks. How to achieve high-level strategic plans, actions required, and responsibility implementation. Polar Emergency Police Communication Center will be able to achieve high-level security plans by active and continuously training employees. There should be the policy that are issued to every employee and an assigned administrator to ensure the employees read said policy. There will be a governance and planning committee designed to ensure policy and procedures are displayed in a manner that will be easy for employees to follow. Allocation of resources, outcomes, and progression. Polar Emergency Police Communication Center is a community-serving organization that is based out of Houston, Texas. Because we work for the City of Houston, our resources will be provided by the City of Houston. The allocation of our funds will be established by citizen taxes. The desired outcome of this allocation is that PEPCC will provide each citizen with quick, easy, and effective safety, starting with one telephone call. PEPCC will have a crime and organizational analysis department in charge of monitoring the progress of the organization. This will be beneficial and allow the organization to determine if the methods are successful. Here you have a list of resources I used to complete this presentation. Thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of your day.